What's up, fellow fantasy-loving friends? Josh here with RSMP Tabletop, and I'm beyond excited because recently I went down to Haven Games and Hobbies in Enfield, Connecticut. My plan was to buy a few more Shatterpoint pieces, but instead I ended up buying into an entire new game system, and I absolutely made the right choice. I had never been to Haven before, but it is a close store to where I'm around, so I wanted to go down and check it out and see what they had to offer. The owner, Brian, is honestly one of the nicest dudes I've met. He welcomed me with open arms, he let me do some filming in his store, and he decided to help sponsor this video. So thank you to Haven Games and Hobbies for making this video possible. Haven Games and Hobbies is actually in a really good location. It's located inside of a mall, there's plenty of parking, very easy to get to. When I first walked into the store, I wanted to see what they had to offer. They have Warhammer, they have Shatterpoint, they have Marvel Crisis Protocol, they have paints, they have card games. They have pretty much anything tabletop and war game related that you could possibly want there. Whether you're a new player and thinking about picking up a new game, or you're an experienced player and you want to join a league, you should head down and check out Haven Games and Hobbies because they have something for you there for sure. I like Atomic Mass games and I think that they make a good product. So when I was walking around the store and I came to the Marvel Crisis Protocol section, I don't know what it was. When I saw Captain America and Spider-Man, there was something about the nostalgia that just kind of hooked me, and I was like, I have to go in and buy this box set. Growing up, I was really into Captain America and Spider-Man, so to have both of those guys in this box, I think they were the most fun characters for me to build because I just kind of got that nostalgia boost and connected with those guys the most. There are a few characters on here that, quite frankly, I don't know and I've never seen before, but I'm excited to get to learn about them. It seems like each character has an amazing set of abilities. Some work better together with others, and it's kind of about finding that synergy and finding out what works best. When I painted these guys, I did it a little bit different. I didn't just use the speed paints this time. Instead, I used the Vallejo game color. I just recently picked up a wet palette that I did get to use when I did the red side over here, but I didn't have it for when I did the blue side. I'm really starting to get a feel for when I want to use speed paint and for when I don't. Once I got to see the blue and the red on Spider-Man and Captain America using the Vallejo, I just really saw the difference between a contrast paint and something like that. Watering it down, putting it on, it goes on really smooth, and it really just kind of coats the whole character and makes them look good on the first pass, and the colors are very vibrant. When I did Iron Man, I specifically wanted to use speed paint because I thought it'd give his armor and his metal kind of a better look, and it actually came out pretty much the way I thought it was going to, and I'm very happy with it. Overall, building these guys went pretty smooth. I wouldn't say that there was any character or issue that I stumbled across, like the battle droids when I did Shatterpoint. Everything went together pretty smooth, and even these guys, like the set of 5, I thought this was gonna be an issue, but they really went together easy. They kind of glue together the way that they're supposed to. You get them together, it makes sense. So really easy. They painted nice, they painted smooth, and I'm actually really happy with the way that these came out. I still have to do a few more details. There's certainly some things that I kind of missed, but I just wanted to get them tabletop ready because that leads me into my next point. I did get the new brackets for the cameras to mount on the overhead softbox. Right now, Eric and Joey aren't really around for like another week or two, but once they're around, they're gonna come down and they're gonna play some games with me and stuff. But in the meantime, if there's anybody around the Western New England area that plays Shatterpoint or Marvel Crisis Protocol, I'm gonna be looking to get some games in and definitely work on some camera stuff. I've already been setting up the cameras, trying some different angles, some different lenses, and really seeing what helps make the game the most immersive. I think for me, like when I first started looking at the tabletop stuff, there wasn't really any channels where people weren't like amazing at what they did or like very advanced or far down their journey. I want to be a channel where if you're new, you can see like, oh, okay, there are people out there that make mistakes and miss things and don't do the best job, but it doesn't take away from the game. You know, it's still about the enjoyment, hanging out with a friend and rolling some dice and having the cinematic experience of the Marvel Crisis Protocol universe. I also did recently just purchase some game mats that'll be coming in, some 36 by 36, which is what these markings are here. So we've got some game mats, we'll have some terrain, we're gonna have some pieces, we're gonna have some great people on to play and have a good time. Even now as an adult, I like to read some graphic novels. I read The Boys, I read Preacher, stuff like that. Not so much the Marvel stuff now, but to be honest, now that I've built these pieces, I'm kind of excited to go out. I'm probably gonna hit up a comic shop in the area and just go through some bins and buy some comics for each of the characters so I can get a better feel of the world that they exist in. But now's the perfect time for me to plug my buddy Jared Mapel because he actually has been making the thumbnails for this channel, and his YouTube channel actually focuses on comic books and graphic novels and things of that nature.
And to go out and buy whichever of these series sounds good to you. Spoiler, they're all fantastic and worth the read. First up, I want to talk about one of Johnson's earliest works. Sure, the name Space Mullet is silly.
So I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. If you haven't yet, please head over and subscribe to his channel, like some of his content. He does an amazing job. He puts a lot of work into it and he's a great dude. Basically, as far as the painting goes, yeah, I'm gonna buy a few more pieces, but these style of videos are kind of winding down a little bit. Once I get some playthrough videos, I won't just release those once a week. I'll release a few more as I get them because I know people really want to see those. I'm gonna go down to the game stores. I want to film some games at some leagues, get to meet some other players, and really just have people talk about their experience in the game, talk about who they're playing and why, and just hope to build a community and bring people closer together. I want people that watch my videos to be encouraged to get off the couch, go down to their local game store, try something new. It doesn't matter what you're into, there is a game for you, I promise you that. Go down to your local game store, talk to the person behind the counter, they're gonna love having you in there, they're gonna wanna talk to you, they're gonna tell you about the games that they love and the games that you should play. And you should listen to them. Until next time, stay safe.